everyone, welcome to my channel Nicklicks. So in this second part of my admin panel video, I'm going to create two more managers. One is a category manager and one is a product manager. So as you have seen in the shopping website, there is a like pages like terms and conditions, this privacy policy, then about us page. That all pages will be managed by this page summary, and whatever the categories these shopping cart websites have with them, like they have a categories of mobiles, your clothings, and they have a multiple number of products in the like in your this categories like clothing categories. So basically what we are going to do here is now we are just creating two managers as a category manager and the product manager. In category manager we will be creating different categories, and in the product manager we will be making an association, a relationship between a category manager and the product manager, or we can say we can have we will create a relationship between a category table and a product table. So how it can be done is with the help of this video you can understand all the concept in depth. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel. It's take a lot of effort to create a video, so do subscribe my channel and click on notification button so you can get all the videos which I am posting. You get notification for that. So moving to this part, I'm going to just create a two menus in the common part. So if you are not been aware of my this admin panel first video, there is a like on my channel you can search the admin panel video and you can just get admin panel video its first part. Now I'm creating its second part. So connection is the connection to my database, and it's a left list. So I'm going to create two more menus. We can create four more menus. One is a category summary, then is add category, then is product summary, add product. So the category summary will be shifting to my category summary page, and page add to category add. Product summary should be shifted to product summary, and it will be shifted to product add. So if I'm going to refresh this, we have a category summary, add category, product summary, add category, add product. So first of all, we will be defining the field of add category. So right now we have not created a page, so I'm just going to just copy this add page add, and I'm going to save this with category add.php. So category add.php. So this is the page which I have been created, and now I'm going to change this all because right now it's my category page. So we can say here as category manager, we can say add category, and I'm going to create a this is my database, and in this database I'm going to create a category table. We can define here two fields, one is the ID and other is the name. ID and category name. So category name will be varchar 11, varchar will be 255, then it's primary go, because ID will be unique to each record. So ID and the category name. So the category table is being created. Now I'm going to create a panel, create a system in which we have just one field. One is the category name. So I'm going to declare here as category name, and I'm going to just erase this content and status because I just want to save only the category name. So if I'm going to refresh this, there is a category name. So right now its name is we can say here as cat name, and we can just click on a category, and we have a field name as category name. So category name is a field, right? So I'm going to save this. So category name will be the value which I will be receiving. So here I'm going to say here as this one. If not empty, dollar underscore post save, category name will be transferred to C name, and I can just like erase here in order to have much clarification of things, so that you might not get confused over here. So like if not empty, so insert into, we can say here as the table name is category. We have only one field in there, that is category name, and values it will be a, you can say here as its C name. Content and status will not be present over here. So if MySQL I underscore query connect query echo, we can say here as category inserted, else echo category not inserted. So we can say here as mobiles. If I'm going to click on a save, it's giving me the undefined index category name at the line number 5. So have I given the name? I have given the name of this as its cat name. I have given the text field name as cat name. So I'm going to say here as cat's name. So again, I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to say here as mobiles. So save. So right now the value has been inserted. If I'm going to click on a browse button, we have a category name here as mobiles. So let's add some other category, and instead of echo, I'm going to like say here as put a script tag over here, and we can say here as alert category inserted category not inserted. So let's add some other category. For example, we can add here as clothing. So save. If I'm going to save here as browse button. So clothing is another category, and you are going to, let's say, cameras. Save. The message has been displayed onto your screen that category is inserted. So in this way, you can just add your category into your category table. So moving to the next part of category summary. Right now, it's not there. So I'm going to copy this page summary, and I'm going to just say here as category summary.php, and here we can say here as category manager, the list display, the section display the list of categories. So new page, we can say here as category summary, list of categories. Click here to new category, and instead of page name, we can say here as category name. So category name, search, and now I'm going to display all the categories here. So we can say here as category name and status. I think there is not any need of status. So ID, category name, edit and delete. So here I'm going to say here as uh, starting a PHP. Actually, I have just copied my page summary file because most of the file is same. So here I'm going to say here as select start from. It should be a category. Select start from category. When the result has been executed, all the data has been stored in your result variable. And now if I'm going to fetch this one by one, we can say here as category name, and we can say here as ID, category name, edit and delete, right? So this is right now all the records that are being fetched from my category table, and this is the ID and this is the category name, and now I'm going to attach edit and delete in all. So first of all, if I'm going to add an edit part, so to add an edit part, I need to just like if I'm going to just remove an anchor tag over edit. So to implement a delete part, first of all, we need to create a link to same table name. Let it be category summary.php, and a DID will be a row ID. So row ID will be a unique ID that all the category of all the row of each category is been taking up. So if I'm going to click on a delete button, it is just going to refresh a page, and here I'm been implementing a delete method that if not empty dollar underscore get did, delete from which table we are going to delete. We are going to delete it from category table where id equals to id, and MySQL query executed the record is deleted, otherwise record not deleted. For so just I'm going to click on this camera, so delete record deleted. So right now the camera is record is not being shown, so here also camera record is not being shown. So how it is going to work here is whenever I'm going to click on a delete button, it is just passing. Here you can see in the status bar that it's showing me a category summary.php question mark did equals to 3. So the value has been passed over in the query string in my address bar, and the page has been refreshed because the same page link is been defined. So in the upper part, if I'm writing here as if not empty dot underscore get did. So if did is available over here, so did will be transferred to the id variable. So delete from category, the it will be deleting from your category table where id equals to id. So it is going to delete the fourth number record. If MySQL query is executed and the two variables are passed, one is the connection variable and another is the query variable. So if the record is being found and it is being deleted, then it is going to display a true. It will be just returning a true, and if it is returning a true, then this portion will be executed. And if it is not returning true, then it will be executing your this portion. So right now the record was found and it has been deleted, and the message was shown as record deleted. So if I'm going to go click on a delete of clothing part, so here the message has been deleted as record deleted. So this was part of your category summary, and if I'm now I'm going to implement the edit part. So to implement the edit part, I need to create a link to my edit field. So edit, and we can say here as category summary.php via eid echo row id. So when I'm going to just put a cursor on edit ID, it will be taking me to the category add.php. So if I'm going to click on an edit part, so it is taking me to the category add.php file, and now I'm going to display my this second number of record onto this page. So here I'm going to just like uncomment this coding that if not empty dollar underscore get eid. So if eid is available in your address bar, that eid will be transferred to the id variable, and select star from page instead of page, or we can say here as category. Select star from category where id equals to id, and if I'm going to execute this part, the connect and query part, the data will be displayed over here in the result variable, and MySQL fetch association is the result. So select star from category where id equals to id. MySQL query will be executed, and all the data will be that once id contains will be shifted to my result variable, and MySQL fetch association will be fetching that particular record from result variable, and all the records will be like fetched from here in this R particular record will be fetched in this R variable. And now I'm going to just put here as if not empty dollar underscore R. You have a category name here, so category name, and then it will be displaying your category name. So if I'm going to refresh this, the mobiles will be displayed over here. So now we are going to create an hidden variable with the name edit ID, and in that edit ID I'm going to display ID over here. So ID will be displayed over here. So it's a hidden. So if I'm going to inspect element, you have an input type hidden over here. You have your input type hidden here, right here. So input type hidden, its name edit ID, and right now if the record is second number record has been came for this editing, for example I'm going to enter one more record. Let's say it's clothing, category inserted. If clicking on the clothing record, right now the hidden value, the edit ID, the hidden text field which whose name is edit ID has a value of 5, right? So when I'm going to save this as clothing 123, and if I'm going to click on a save, it is going to pass my this hidden variable edit ID and this cat name variable. So here I'm going to put up a condition that if not empty dollar underscore post edit ID, then ID we can just pick up this edit ID and put it into the ID variable, and I'm going to implement a query that is update category set category name equals to CNAME where ID equals to ID. So update category, set category name equals to CNAME where ID equals to ID. So this part will be only be executed in which condition? If my post edit ID will be not empty. So I'm going to click on a save button. So insert. So if I'm going to see here is now my clothing category is being changed to clothing 123. So same way if I'm going to change my another category, so let's say mobiles, so edit, so mobile 123, save, so category inserted. So now my this category has been changed to mobile 123. If I'm going to click on this category summary, so mobile 123 and clothing 123 has been changed. So this way you can just implement your edit part. And if you want to implement a search part, you can just check into my the video, the first video of my admin panel, in which I have implemented my search part of get this in the page summary. You can just pick it from here. So moving to the next part, I'm going to implement a product summary. So if I'm going to implement a product summary, I need some variables. Let it be we can first of all create a table. Let's say we can create a product table. In the product table we can create some fields, we can say here as ID. So the interesting one is we are going to create a category ID field here as well. So category ID is the foreign key over here, and the primary key is from cat is from your this category table ID. So right now we are in the product table. We are going to just create ID, category ID. We can say is a product's name, product description. We can say here as product image. After the image, we can say product price. After description, we can just say product price. We can say here as display order and status, whether you want to tick or not. So we can just right now remove here display order and status. We can just proceed with this category IDCA. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 fields in the product table. So number of columns 6. So one is the ID, then you have a category ID that will be linking with your category table, then the product name, so product description and product price and product image. So ID will be 11. It will be again category ID will be int. So this will be a varchar product name 255. Description will be a text with the unlimited value. The product price is the int 11 and the product image will be the varchar with the maximum length of 255. So clicking on a save button, we have created a product table and now we are going to create a product add product form in which we are going to just add up my all the things. So we can just create a copy of this category summary and add category. So if I'm going to say copy paste category add, we can say here as product add.php and I'm going to write the code over here. Let's say it's a category manager, so it's not a category manager right now, it's a product manager, and we can say here as add product manager, add product, say here as the first one field will be the interesting one. So select category and let's say we can have a product name. The second one was product description. So I can just remove its value part and we can just say here as product name. So right now we have a product name. So we can create one more field above here, that is your select category. And instead of input type, we can just put here as a select box. In the select box, we can put here as option. And in the option, there is we can just say here as it should be a lesser than sign, a greater than sign. It's ampersand, ampersand. So here we can write here as select category. So we have a select box over here. So how it can be operated, I'm just going to tell you right now. So completing my form, it's a product name, then product description is there, price is there, and the image is there. So name. So look, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel to get all the latest updates. So product description is there, its price is there, and the last one is the product image. So in the image, it's input type file. You need to upload as an input type file. To the product name, I can assign a name as product name. It's see as product description. We can see here as product price, and we can see here as product image, p image. So let's check whether everything goes right. It goes great. So right now I'm going to fetch all the categories from category table, and that categories will be displayed over here. So first of all, I can just rename its mobile 123 to mobile and the clothing 123 as clothing. So it looks completely nice. So moving to the product, the add product section. So add product, I'm going to just select a category, a PHP block, select star from this category. Result should be MySQL I underscore query connect query, and while it's let's say it's R1, let's say cat MySQL I underscore fetch underscore association. It should be a result. So I'm going to create here as option. So in the option, I'm going to say here as echo cat, and there is a field name called category. So mobiles and clothing, these are the two categories which I am going to display over here. So it's a mobile and the clothing. So in this way you can just like fetch your categories from the category table and you can just display it in the select box. Also, I'm going to give a option value, and in this option value I'm going to write here as cat. So if I'm going to inspect it, right click inspect. So select boxes there. You have an option value 2 and option value 5. So 2 and 5 is the ID of this mobile and clothing, and 2 is having a mobile name and 5 is having a clothing. So right now mobile and clothing both are to be selected. So it can be selected. So product name, to product name, I have given the name as product name, product description, product price, and product image. So whenever I'm going to upload an image, you need to create a form with the method post and encrypt type. It should be a multi-part form data. So this will be a type if you want to upload a image in your this product in this product add product form. So here if I'm going to check, here is multi-part form data. So I'm going to save all this record into my product table. So right now this is the portion of edit. So here I'm going to delete all this part. I can just save here as and say here as product inserted, and right now here as product not inserted. So to the select box we have given the name as select name, cat name. So cat name is there, and we can say p name, p description. Again, it should be the p price. I have given the name as p price and p image. So it will be a p price and p image. To image because it's a different concept. So to get the image name, it should be an image name. We can use here as $_ function files array. In the files array, I have given the name to product image as p image. So p image name, and it's the p temp path should be the $_ files p image temp name. So p image name and p image, it should be a temp name. And now there is a different techniques for like implementing your product's image. So I can just like get its extension right now, because like we need to, first of all we are going to just check that everything is working fine or not. We can say here as echo p image name and echo p temp path. So let's check once that what does it comes in your dollar underscore files. So print underscore r dollar underscore files. So select category as mobiles, product name as you can say as Samsung mobiles, product description as Samsung mobiles, product price as it should be a $100. So choose file, we can just choose anything else like image. Let's see, it's this image. So clicking on a save button. So this is the array which has been generated of image, because I have written here as per underscore r dollar underscore files, because whenever I'm going to click on this part, it's creating me a two array. One is the p image array that contains your name, the type of image I'm going to upload, the temporary name, temporary path where the image has been stored. Error is 0 because image is being picked up and the size is this one. And the second will be the array of this your form, in which edit ID, cat name, product description, price, and save will be given. So I have fetched dollar underscore files p image and the name part, and the another is the p image and the temp name, this temp name. So this name and temp name is will be transferred into p image name and p temp path. So echo image temp path right now it's coming, it's very well. So like we can just here put up upon a validation over here, in which we can just check that because if I am been uploading an image with the name image8.jpg, someone else can also upload the same name, same image name. So in order to avoid this type of complications, we have to change the name of an image to the current date and time in milliseconds, so that because right now the date and time and the second is never going to come back. So we are going to just create an image with that particular name, or we are going to just rename my image to that particular name, and we are going to save this. Simple. So for that, we are going to use a simple function that will create that is going to give us current date and time in milliseconds. So now we are going to just change a name with the current time that we are going to take in milliseconds, in order to avoid the name confliction when the multiple users should be uploading a file. So there is a function called round microtime true into 1000. It will return a milliseconds. So here I'm going to write this, and we can save here as current time current time, and I'm going to check its value. For example, its value is current time, so I'm going to refresh this. So right now it's 811. So every time its value is been changing whenever I'm going to refresh this. So I'm going to break my image name. For example, its extension, it should be a explode. We can say here as explode with a dot. and p image name. So it will return an as array, extension array, and if I'm going to print this array with the help of print underscore r, so image 8 and jpg, so we need an extension. So extension will be extension array. It's the first part, so it should be a full file name. That will be your current time dot dot and your extension, right? So echo full file name, and you are going to display a name. We need to just, so here is your name with this. So the unique name, every time we are going to get it. So I'm going to delete this all extra stuff. So right now you have a full file name with your image name. That is a unique name. Every time you are going to upload a file, either it is the same file. I'm going to just like delete all the stuff, and now everything is ready. So now I'm going to implement a query. So query insert into, we have a table name as product. So product table have a field name as category underscore ID, then your p name, p description, then your p price, and the last one is p image, and its values will be your cat name. Let's say it's not a cat name, we can call it as cat ID, because we are going to save the ID of category into our product table in order to create a relationship. So product name and the product description, and now the product price, then product image name. It's not a product image name, it's full file name, because we have created a full file name, a unique name of every image. So category ID, p name, description, price, and image. So 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So if MySQL query connect query is executed, if this function is executed, then it will display a message as product inserted. Otherwise, it will be a display message as product not inserted. So let's have a look that whether it is inserting or not. I'm going to select a category as mobiles, a product name as, we can say, Samsung mobiles, the product description as Samsung mobiles, and the product price as $100. We can choose its image as this particular. We have not implemented an image, so in before saving, we are going to move upload file. We are going to pick this file from this temp path, and we are going to upload it into our, we can say, it's C drive, XAMPP, htdocs. This is the admin panel, and we can say here as upload images. So upload images slash dot, and we can save a file with full file name. So a file will be uploaded with the in upload images with the name of full file. So let's check whether it has been uploaded or not. So select category, it should be a mobile, and Samsung mobiles, description Samsung mobiles, $100. We can just upload a pink background in yellow flower. So save product inserted, that looks great. So in the browse, there I forget to create an ID with primary key and auto increment. So I need to drop this ID, and I need to create a column at the beginning of table. click a go button, the ID, and we can say here as primary, go, auto increment, save. So here the browse button. So here the category ID is being picked up from your category table. So I have selected a category as mobile. Its ID is 2. So in the category ID column, there are the 2 is being stored and the product name is Samsung Mobiles, description, price, and the image. The unique image name that I have been created and the dynamically creating by like picking up your current time right now, which has been available. So in this way, you can just add your product and you can just like build a relationship with your category table and the product table in your database. So moving to the product summary table, right now we don't have a product summary table. So I'm going to click on a category summary. I'm going to copy this new file, paste, and I'm going to save this as product summary.php. So now just a little effort. So we can here give here as product manager. We can say here as products, new product. So search by product name, and we can say here as we can display all the fields over here. Let's say it's we can just refresh this. So we can say here as a category name. It should be a category name, and I'm going to tell you a very important part, like how to create joins with two tables and fetch your category name with the help of this category ID. So we can say here as category name, product name, product description, price, and image. So product name, description, price, and image. So product name, it will be a product description, product price, and product image. So edit and delete. So here I'm going to just ID is here, right? ID is here. So it's the category ID, the first of all. Then is your product name. Then is your product description and the price and the image. Product image. So if I'm going to refresh this, oh, so basically I have not created changed my category, the table name. It should be the select star from product. So here my category name is been displayed. It's not the name which is right now is being displayed. It is right now it's displaying the ID. I'm going to tell you some joins in which the name of category will be displayed over here. So the product image, we can just fetch from here with the help of image source. Image source double quotes will be starting over here and it will be ending over here. So and now I'm going to put some width and height. Let it be 50 and the height will be 50. Source product image, right now my product image is being uploaded in the upload images folder. So upload, I'm going to copy this upload images folder, upload images and the slash, and now it is being displayed onto my screen. So here the images come. So now the stuff arose with your category name, how it is been going to be displayed. So to this, we need to create a join over here. So I need to create a reference of, let's say it's product, comma, category. So select star from product, comma, category, and we can say here as To product table, I'm going to give the name as P, and to category table, I'm going to give the name as C. And here we can say here as where C dot ID equals to P dot category underscore ID, because the category ID is being matched with your product category ID. So I need a field. I need P dot star. P dot star means I need all the fields of product table, but I need only one field of category table. So C dot, it should be the category name, and instead of ID, I'm going to write here as category name, because with the help of joins, I'm going to select the category name from the category table. So in this way, you can just select the category name from the category table and the products fields from the products table. And if I'm going to refresh this, so right now it has been displayed the category name as mobile. Right now we have a two categories. Let's say clothing. I'm going to add a product, like I have to select a category as clothing. Let's say the Nike t-shirts. The product description is a Nike t-shirts. It should be a $50. So choose product image. Let it be a red flower, and I'm going to click on a save. So product is inserted, and in the product summary, so the category name is clothing, and in the backend you have a product category ID as 5. So category name is clothing, and here your images is being displayed. So it was all about the admin panel you can create. So this admin panel can be used in the number of your sites, the shopping cart websites. It is specially used because there is a lot of categories, there are a lot of products. Products are associated with the categories, and that you can use, and you can use as well as in other sites also. So hope you like my video. If you like my video, do subscribe my channel. I have noticed that many of the people are just watching the video and just does not subscribe to my channel. It takes a lot of effort to make a video. So do subscribe my channel for getting all the latest updates of this technical education. Thanks for watching my video.